Hey, my name is Jobby, and have you ever heard of the Hedgehog's Dilemma? Well, the Hedgehog's Dilemma is a concept used to explain why forming meaningful connections with people is so difficult. This concept uses the analogy of a couple of hedgehogs in the winter. As I'm sure you're familiar with, hedgehogs are small, spiky, and blue, so when the wintertime comes around, the hedgehog has to cuddle up with another hedgehog to secure warmth. But because they're spiky little hedgehogs, the closer they get to each other, the more it hurts. In this analogy, we are the hedgehogs, and we have to decide if we can endure the harsh winter of life, cold and lonely, but never having to deal with the painful spines of social interaction. Or we can accept that social interaction is a necessary part of living a healthy life, but also accepting that social interaction comes with the risk of rejection or humiliation. Or we can just push everyone away with incredible speed and a cocky attitude. Sonic the Hedgehog might be all, "Come on, step it up," on the outside, but on the inside, he's probably more along the lines of,
Sonic's my name, speed's my game, but is it really a game that I want to play? Of course it is. Everybody hates me. They know it, I know it, and they could all just die. That's why I run so fast. But no matter how fast I run, I could never outrun the pain. Now let me tweet out this dank meme.
Obviously, I'm talking out of my ass, but I kinda have to in this case, because when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, he's not really my thing. Now, to be fair, I played a few Sonic games, never completed any of them, except for Sonic Colors, which I think was fantastic, but I never grew up with him, never cared for any of the shows or the comic books. Sonic the Hedgehog was just absent from my childhood. If I gotta be honest, I much prefer Mario. Most of my games are good, and I'm very happy with my life. Wahoo! But on the other hand, Sonic's the name, mediocrity is my game. If I feel so indifferent to Sonic, why did I even buy this figure? Well, first of all, I thought he'd make a good companion piece to Mario. And second of all, he was barely within my budget. I'm sure by now you realize that I'm stalling for time, but just like the Mario figure, the Sonic the Hedgehog Nendoroid is a very simple figure with little to talk about. But without further ado,
Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the
loneliness. The painting and the sculpting on this figure is pretty good. Being one of those Nendoroids, this figure's got a tiny body and a big-ass head. But unlike most Nendoroids, this figure's not distractingly super deformed. Matter of fact, the figure works as a pretty good representation of classic Sonic, who had a bigger head and a round body. This is in contrast to the modern Sonic, who still has a large head, but is much more slimmer and athletic. But no matter what Sonic design we're talking about, he'll always look cool. Say what you will about his questionable fan base, but I won't shame anyone for being uncomfortably attracted to a blue hedgehog. Never mind, seek help. What I'm saying is, Sonic the Hedgehog has one of the best character designs ever. The only design element that I take issue with is his huge mono eye. And everyone has made a joke about this, so let's keep it brief. On a 2D drawing, doesn't look too bad. Even Mickey Mouse had it. But when you render it in 3D, you're more aware that a flap of skin is draped over a huge, disgusting orb. To make matters worse,
Please, help me, Oscar. I mean, Amy.
so you'd assume because his face is detachable, he's got alternate faces, right? Now, this is where I tell you how I got touched in a place I don't like. So apparently the Nendoroid Sonic that I got was a re-release, part of a subline of Nendoroids called Nendoroid Easy, which is supposed to be a line of re-releases with less accessories, but at a cheaper price. Nendoroid Easy? More like Nendoroid... Put my head. If I had bought the original Nendoroid Sonic, I would have gotten so many cool accessories, and I wouldn't have had to talk about the Hedgehog's Dilemma to pad out the video length. Also, I would have lost my home. But seeing as I got the Nendoroid Easy, this is all you get. You can switch out his left fist for a pointing finger, and that's supposed to replicate that incredibly douchey pose. I mean, what's up with that? Why are you wagging your finger at me? And you get an open hand, which can actually hold the Chaos Emerald. And this Chaos Emerald, pretty damn beautiful. And on the Chaos Emerald, you got a hole, which allows you to plug it into the stand. But if you remove the emerald, you can plug in this included ring, which looks fine, but the gold of this ring does not match up to Mario's coin. But unlike that Mario figure, at least Sonic comes with a stand that plugs into his back, and that's got a hinge joint rotation. As for the rest of his, yeah, that was all his accessories. Sucks, right?
Whoa!
You can look up that far and look down that far, rotation at the arm, bend at the wrist, swivel here, leg can move forward and move back that far.
Come on, swivel it up!
Ball joint at the ankle. And that's all his posability. Not like this. This is completely typical of Nendoroid figures, but most Nendoroids come with extra limb parts to simulate different poses. But because I got the Nendoroid Easy, I'm completely cream. Size comparisons: Figma Madoka Akademe, SH Monster Arts Godzilla, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and the SH Figuart Super Mario. Overall, this figure is alright. But don't buy it, goddammit. The problem is not with the figure itself, it's a perfectly fine Nendoroid. The problem is with the lack of accessories and the fact that Good Smile Company had the cojones to sell it like this. Honestly, it's shameful. Wag your finger at that. And if you really wanted this figure, you can get it at the... No. Next review is a little uncertain, guys. I was supposed to get a package from Lunar Toyster, but it has not arrived yet, so we'll wait and see what happens.
I don't know how long I can keep doing this.
on, step it up! If you want, no pressure.